Hello my dear friends. What is a solar storm or geomagnetic storm? Know about its effects on the earth and its satellites, its outer atmosphere, GPS, electric grids and more. Also know how do the solar system storms originate and how do they affect the humans as well. So let's get started without any delay. The earth is going to hit by a solar storm, also called as the geomagnetic storm, on July 13th, 2021, or most likely the day after that on July 14. As per NASA, this solar storm would hit the earth and it affects the magnetic field of the earth, its weather, the satellites and much more. Know how the solar storm is originated and why does it affect the satellites and GPS system of the earth. A solar storm occurs when the sun emits the huge amounts of energy in the form of solar flares and coronal mass ejections. The term is used as atmospheric effects are felt on the earth even after they occur on the sun, which is far away from it. The current storm is approaching the earth at a speed of 1.6 million kilometers per hour as per the NASA's information. The solar flares were detected on the 3rd of July 2021 from the sun's equatorial hole in the atmosphere. The solar flares can travel at the maximum speed of 500 kilometers per second. Bigger geomagnetic storms may not be observed due to this level of solar flares. However, small geomagnetic unrest could be observed on the earth as well. These could light high latitude auroras on the earth. Why it is called as the geomagnetic storms? A solar storm is called as the geomagnetic storm as it causes the major disturbances in the earth's magnetosphere. It occurs when there is efficient exchange of energy from the solar wind into space environment surrounding on the earth. The storm is a result of changes in currents, plasmas that are produced by the solar winds. The solar winds are required to sustain high speeds for a longer duration. This way, the energy of the wind is transferred to the Earth's magnetic field. These coronal mass ejections can take days to reach the Earth after being ejected from the Sun. On July 3rd, such a massive storm caused a radio blackout over the Atlantic. Solar flares are the huge explosions on the surface of the Sun. These release an energy and light and high-speed charged particles into space. NASA says the biggest of such flares can be called as the X-class flares. The smallest of flares are called as the A-class flares, followed by B, C, M and X. This time, an X-class flare is about to hit our planet. These are seen bright areas on the sun and they can last from minutes to hours. When coronal mass ejections or CMEs hit the earth, they can cause geomagnetic storms that disrupt satellites and electrical power grids. The CMEs are high masses of charged plasma that travel millions of kilometers per hour to reach the earth. They are released usually along with the solar flares. There are a number of impacts on the Earth's surface due to the solar storm. The following are the some of them. An effective and high electrical currents that come along with the Earth's surface at the time of auroral events disrupt the electric power grids. They also contribute towards the corrosion of oil and the gas pipelines. There are the various changes in the ionosphere during the geomagnetic storms. The radio communications are in position to be compromised for commercial airlines on transpolar routes. Temporary operational anomalies can be caused when the exposure of spacecraft is done to the energy particles during such events. The solar flares cannot kill the people for sure, but can cause the damage to the health to the level of incidence. This was the complete information of the solar storm or the geomagnetic storms. That's all for today. We'll see you in the next video with another content. Until then, see you.